Yo, what's going on, everybody? Oh man, technical difficulties. I usually don't have these things. So, what's going on, everybody? Look at that. Nick is first today. Look at Nick, big Nick. There you go, man. It's um it's Halloween today. My kids are obviously much older than me, so they're out. They just went out to go trick or treating. So, I'm just kind of hanging out. I was trying to get my Sony A6000 to work. Had her for like 3 years now, but I think she finally just took a shit on me. She's just turning off and on constantly. I can't get it to stay on. So I might need to go get another, you know, cheaper camera for streaming. I only stream at like 1080, so but anyways, I was going to plug in this guy right here. We got one of our Z15s, and I'm just gonna try out a couple of these boards. Right, I got a couple of these boards here. Yeah, that one might be bowed a little bit, right? Yeah, that one's loose. Yeah, that one's good. Be interesting. So I'm gonna try out these next two boards, and I just want to. And I haven't even repasted these yet, but these I believe these ones are the working ones. So I want to just turn them on and just see what happens. I got two I need to test. Luke sent me a bunch of stuff yesterday. He was working on some of my stuff. I'll go over some of those pictures maybe in a little bit. Let me get this thing hooked up though. Man, can't believe it, man. My Sony A6000 died. I I have had that camera for like at least 3 years. I've recorded so much content with it and streams and I guess she's being laid to rest. And only 9 people. I guess everybody's out partying right now. It's Halloween, right? Everyone's partying. So everybody's partying. Oh, I don't even have a cord to even plug this stuff in. Man, hold on here. Let's get these hashboards in. Let me get the power supply configured. Let's see here. There's that. And then oh, it's in. All right, don't mind me. I'm just plugging in these hash boards real quick here. Ooh, okay. Let's see here. All right. Okay. Well, give me 1 minute. Let me go find. I need a cord. Don't have nothing to plug into. 4.5 bags of candy I gave away. Oh wow. All right, yeah. Let me go find a cord so I can get this thing plugged in here. All right. Now, before I plug it in, well, I don't even have the IP address first, so I'm going to have to grab, when this thing turns on, I'm going to have to be watching on my Ubiquity for this thing to pull up here because I don't have the fans plugged in because they're going to get like really loud. So, and we're not mining on it, so I don't need it. The only fan you're going to hear is from the power supply. Nothing I can do about that one. So you guys are just going to have to bear with me on that. But it looks like we are booting up right now. So let me see. Waiting for, Antminer. There we go. Just got it. Just got the old IP address here. So let's. I hope I can get to it from this laptop. Because I don't remember. Little Timmy, little Timmy, go away. All right. So I switched networks really quick. So hopefully I should be able to get to this. I have my network really segmented off just so things can't get to me. Because I'm like a network security freak here. So let's just see. There we go. I am on the right network now. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. And let's go ahead and let's unplug this because I don't want it to run too long. I don't want it to go too crazy. And actually, it won't even start to mine. That's right, because it's going to give a fan error. All right, guys. It's going to get loud and it's going to be crazy. Okay. So, um, well, let's just see if the chips come on first, and then we'll plug it in. Let's just see if the chips come on. Let's just see what happens again. Let me share my screen. Let's go over here. I have to wait a second. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen this is the old Antminer screen before like all the S19s and stuff came out. This is the old screen. Um, when they first, and obviously it's just booting back up now. So, and this is you go in the kernel log here, and we can read our logs as it starts to, boot up and things like that. So it takes a minute. Hey, what's going on there, Second TL? Hey, do they celebrate Halloween over there in Australia? Just curious. I don't know if you guys, other countries, celebrate Halloween or not. I don't know. Okay, it's saying that there is no fan. See, you can see here, no fan. Check again, check again. Let's just see if it'll just say screw it and just keep going. Whatever. I'll plug the damn fans in. Ugh. I get it. It's to help protect from overheating and stuff. I get it. I get it. If it gets loud, I'm sorry. Now we have the ASIC fans plugged in. Okay, chain 0, chain 2 existed. It's looking like Okay, this is gonna be really hard for you to hear probably, but they both have all of their chips. There's 3 chips on every board. See here now. Go back here to miner. All right, she's done booting up, and the fans will quiet down like that too. You probably can't really hear them that well now, but if it's at a colder temperature, this is about what it sounds like here, and this is about the hash rate we should be getting. So these temperatures actually aren't really terrible. Yeah, they could use a repaste, but they work. And now they're getting a little warm. Now they're getting a little spicy. Getting a little spicy now. I'm just wanting to see if these chips are like in really bad shape. Okay, here we go. Oh, 97. Woo! She's getting smoky. She's getting a little spicy there. This one here, the 97 one on chain 1 is probably it's probably going to be a warped board, and it's going to be very hard to fix these. These are some issues that I'm running into moving forward and stuff like that. Oh, and thank you Sekatiel, man, for gifting a membership, dude. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. It looks like the lucky winner was Dan Bulmer. Congrats, man. Um can't hear the fans. Oh man, well, I guess the echo canceling's working then. Right on. Cool. So some of the issues that I have with some of the boards is that they're warped, right? Is that, or at least I think they're warped. And this because they ran at too high of a temperature for too long. And what's happening is when you try to screw in the heat sinks back onto the PCB, it will literally just squish it. And I'll show you like how much tension I'm going to use here. I'm going to take one out and I'll take it apart and I'll do the whole cleaning thing real quick. But I got to find a way. I might have to make some spacers to elevate the heatsink off because it's just there. It's sinking down too much and it's just literally squishing out all the thermal paste and they're just overheating like crazy, right? Um, it's an issue that I am having on a few of the boards. And then now Luke, let's see. Let me see if I can get some of these pictures up here. Luke, if you guys don't know Luke, let me show you guys his. If you guys haven't been to Luke's channel, he's one of the guys that hangs out with us in Discord, and he plays Counter Strike and stuff like that with us. But he does a lot of board repair stuff, and he had a live stream the other night because I sent him some of these Z15s here, and you can be sure to go check out Luke Warminer here. But he does a lot of cool stuff, tearing this stuff apart and stuff like that. And it's really, really cool. Now, he worked on it for quite a bit last night, and he did get one to work. And then, he put on a new cap on one of them, and this and that. But also, we had one of these happen too. Let me see if I can show this picture up here. This is something else that could happen. See if I can't try and share this window here. Let me go back. Sure. Move this window and let's present this screen. Let's go here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. So we had one of these happen to us. And let me see if you guys can see that. Okay, cool. It's showing you guys. You guys can see that that one of the little chips here the little voltage controllers or whatever it is, MOSFETs. I don't know, VRM or I don't know circuitry. I'm not a circuit guy. You can see right here though that it literally caught fire. So um, it's you know what, Lo-Fi, that is a very good idea. I didn't even think about that. Use thermal pads instead of thermal paste. I think I know I took some Altera because I did some cards, but my thermal pads were all really old. You know what? There is some thermal pads out there that I have out there that I think are still good. I'll have to take those because I don't think I have any thermal pads here with me. I think I took them over there. I'll have to try a thermal pad. Um, that thing is toasty. Yeah. Yeah, this is one he got it to turn on, and then he noticed that you can see that this is in between the 2 chips because you can see the 2 different heat sinks, that these 2 chips here were cold, and that was obviously probably due to a power situation, and you can see here that this thing went bzz, and then it died. You know what I mean? So it happens, you know what I mean? But this will probably end up being like a donor board, you know what I mean? And we'll take parts from this, caps and other things like that and take it off there. Um, so that was cool. And then he got one of these off. He actually got one of the actual chips off of the machine. And this is what one of the Z15 chips looks like. It's like a big CPU, right? And the pads are not very small underneath. They're actually quite large. So it's crazy. These chips alone, this singular chip sells on Zeus Mining for one good chip is like $450. It's crazy. Um, so yeah, it's crazy, man. He's doing a lot of cool work out there, man. I'm excited. I did just talk to my guy today about the Z15s, and um, he has 500 more coming in. We thought it was 250, but it's 500. I have 8 more pallets of Z15s coming to me. That's confirmed. Um, we have to work on obviously numbers and how much I want to trade or buy from him and stuff like that. So that's mega expensive. What's mega expensive? 8 pallets? I'm not paying for the shipping. He is. He's having it all freighted over. Um, and he had this stuff freighted over last time too. So I don't know what we're gonna agree on as far as a price, right? I don't know. We have to work on that. Oh, that chip. Oh, the chip. Yeah, yeah, it's expensive. It's like $450 is what Zeus wants. Like I could just harvest chips from this thing and sell them for half the price. You know what I mean? That's it's expensive. They're expensive chips. They are. Um, but there's only 3 in every hash board. So there's not as many, you know what I mean? And to me, I kind of like it because it's like it's less moving parts, right? I don't have 100 ASIC chips. I have 3 on each hash board. So to me, it's kind of like it's kind of easier, right? And you're able to take them off by hand. So to me, it's I guess I don't know, a little more serviceable is kind of what I want to say, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Um, um, but yeah, so I mean, I have plenty of parts and stuff like that. So yeah, it's I am going out tomorrow to start work for obviously for Terra and stuff, but while I'm out there, I'm also going to go get another batch from my original, right? I already got 29 units here that I went through. Now I'm going to go probably get another 30 or 40 and bring them home, right? I'm going to maybe bring more. And then we're going to go through all those and have my kids help me and clean them up. And we're going to test all the boards and stuff like that and see how many we can go through. But yeah, it's been interesting, man. It's I was talking to Frank today, and he's just like, yeah, he's like, you're freaking nuts. I don't know, man. I kind of like it. I kind of like messing around with it. You know what I mean? I like it. Um, it's something fun to tinker with, and I like doing that kind of stuff. Uh, so so yeah. Anyways, guys, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, we're kind of just hanging out today. Um, just chilling. You know what I mean? Just chillaxing today. My kids are out trick or treating right now, but I'm gonna unplug this one of these guys, and I'm gonna probably see if I can't give her a quick little repaste, you know, and let's see if we can't get it calmed down a little bit. But I didn't think about that, like thermal pads, because the thermal pads are only gonna squish, you know what I mean, so much on there, right? I didn't think about that. Oh, hey, there's one thing I wanted to show everybody. I found the cheap pink thermal paste that Ice River is using. I found it, and it's dirt cheap. It's cheap as F. I found it, and I found it by accident. I totally found it by accident. Hold on. I should have bookmarked this crap. I totally should have bookmarked this. Oh, here we go. Okay, where's my share window? Let's see here. Okay, the same people that brought you my crappy water kit, they also have this pink thermal grease, 110 grams. Okay, to put that in perspective, where's that giant tube here? Okay, this giant tube is 45 grams. Okay, that means that it's over double this size. Okay, and it's $5. $5. Okay, I paid way more than $5 for this. Okay, so that is the cheap pink stuff from Ice River. That's what they're using. Only 4 watts per Kelvin on there. That's why they're getting crappy thermals. Okay, that's why they found this, because this is on Zeus Mining for the repair section. If you go to Zeus and you go over here to repair tools, and where's repair tools, and then thermal paste, it is right here. Okay, it's right there. All right, and they seen this and they're like, whoa, holy smokes, this is cheap as F. Okay, a tube that's over twice as big as this for $5. You know what I mean? Like, oh, look at this. Here you go. Look at this. 100 grams, 1 unit price is $5. one kilogram, right? $50. This is where they got their stuff from. Okay, this is where they got their cheap pink crap from, right here. And it's only 4 watts per meter Kelvin. Okay, that is terrible. That is awful. Like, what is MX for watt per Kelvin? I don't know. I don't know how to spell Kelvin, so I'm just gonna not go to school here. What is the thermal conductivity? 8.5. 8.5. Okay, so it is double in a little. It's double in like a quarter better than the cheap pink stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I found that because look, check this out. I was looking at capacitors last night, right? They sell capacitors there, right? And all the Bitmain crap. They sell all their little chips and stuff. And I've seen this thermal paste, and I'm like, I bet this is where they got this. They got this from these guys, is what they did, those little bastards. I'm like, this shit sucks. I seen that, and that's the first thing I thought of was Ice River. That is literally the first thing I thought of. Boy, dude, these connectors. Jeez. Just like kind of visually inspecting this again, seeing if anything's like leaking or anything like that. These things are old. They're coming up on like almost 4 years old. So this one looks to be in good shape. But yeah, but see, you could tell that this one's already worked on because somebody wrote on these. So that's what the technicians usually do. You know what I mean? Like this is probably means dead, and this means like fault. Like I'm assuming fault at some point. Obviously, at some point, this board was serviced. So yeah. We're gonna work on this a tiny bit here. We'll take this guy off here. See here. I know Hawk is going live in like 40 minutes. Yeah, that's crazy. That is. Oh, Luke says 6 watts per meter Kelvin for the Antminer is what their stock is. To me, though, I don't know. As a company, though, if you're selling a product, the thermal grease paste, whatever you want to call it or use, right? It's literally one of the cheapest things that you buy. It's literally one of the cheapest things of the ASIC manufacturing process itself, right? Why wouldn't you spend the extra money to put some nice thermal paste on there to ensure that there's effective cooling and you have a low RMA on your units, right? You know what I mean? But that's just me thinking out loud. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm an idiot. You know what I mean? Okay, so this one, I think we're going to have problems with, okay? Because this one, it has been serviced before, and it does have newer paste on it, and I'm going to show you what's going on here. Let me get the other 2 heat sinks off. But this is probably the one I'm going to have to use like a pad for, and I'm not sure how thick I should use. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a 1/2 mil, you know what I mean? Something not big, you know? Get this all done here. So I take it everybody's not doing trick-or-treating right now. Boy, right when I get a big desk, it just seems to find like I find more crap on it. I'm like, man, do I have this big desk to work on? And I still end up with a tiny workspace. Nope, no kids. Oh man, lucky you. Oh, I'm gonna be honest, dude. I didn't buy any freaking candy, and those kids better not freaking egg my house. I will destroy you. No, yeah, I'm just kidding. I don't think there's. I live kind of in a weird area, so I'm not sure if there's gonna be that much trick or treat. Maybe there is. Maybe there's not. Now, my kid's in Arizona. We lived in a brand new, like, huge development. So, like, my kids literally, like, filled up their pillowcases like 5 times. Like, it was so heavy they would have to drag their pillowcases back full of candy like 5 times. They had mountains like almost as tall as they were the year before, and I was like, "You're definitely not getting that much here, so don't be upset." So this is the one that I think is a little warped. So you can see here, here's the chips, and you can see that the thermal paste is not dried out, okay? This is newer paste. See if I can't get a better little. This is on my MacBook because my webcam took a dump on me. But you can see that you can see the little points from the thermal paste coming up, okay? So this is new paste. It's relatively new, right? Okay, and then let me put this down real quick. And then you can see the imprint right here from the actual heatsink here. So I almost feel like they put it on before like the alcohol dried. Like it looks moist, like kind of runny, almost like water. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. It was just a reflection. But these kinds of boards are the boards I'm having problems with. And I'm going to show you how much pressure I put on this board. Okay. Because when I turn this, I turn it till it just stops turning. Like when I'm turning these, I don't even hold the handle. I'll just hold it like this, and I'll just turn it just with this, and it still will squish out all the thermal paste. So I think the board could be warped, or I don't think that the heatsink could warp. I mean, it's possible, but then I would have to take it to like a machine shop and have them just like take a thou off of it or something like that. But I don't think that should be an issue. So let me clean this off real quick and we'll give it another go. But I think this board will continue to have thermal problems. And I do have 3 more boards like this in a pile over there. I was thinking, there's that, what's that stuff? The Honeywell stuff that Linus did a video on. What was that stuff? The TMT7950. I don't remember what it was called. It was something, right? I don't remember. But it's that stuff that's like a thermal pad, but as it heats up, it like conducts heat better. He did a video on it. I don't remember what it's called. I know he sells it though. So I was thinking about trying that. What are you talking about, Panda? Panda, you get nothing, okay? You're not even real, Panda. You're just AI generated, okay? That's my claim now. Until Panda shows his face, he's AI generated. He can't prove otherwise. He can't prove it. Ban him. Oh man. No, I decided I'll just go live. I did kick out a video this week. Sorry about that. I am going to work on a video over the next few days to do my release for Wednesday. So I had a lot kind of going on. I'm working with Hive very closely right now for the new Terra stuff over there. So I'm working with those guys. A lot of back and forth, integrating, pulling everybody's information from Foreman. I've been working a lot, so it's just been a little busy for me. So I wasn't able to get to a video like I wanted to, but I will. I wish I was AI an AI girl. Oh my god. You wish, Panda. You wish. Yeah, so I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna put just a decent amount of thermal paste on here, right? And I didn't clean it up anything special because I already know what's gonna happen. It's probably gonna be the same thing as all the other ones because I've seen this before. We're just gonna put a little gob on there, little goob. Okay, I'll show you guys. You can see here. Put just couple little dots on there, okay? And then these are directional. Um, so you do have to face them the right way. And I'm actually, oh man, I think I'm using it backwards here. Hold on. Nope, I got it right way. So yeah, this side here, this side faces the VRMs. So like I said, I don't even really use the handle all that much. And I'm just going to do a couple turns at a time to make sure I give even pressure as much as possible. Just a couple half turns. Like it takes me a little bit to get this screwed down because I'm just trying to make sure that I put an even amount of pressure on this, right? I don't want one side to be lopsided and to ruin, how it sits on here. You know what I mean? Because these things are just, like I said, these units they were ran hard. They were ran like Panda, okay? And Panda gives no F's about his ASICs. He just runs them into the dirt, all right? And then he gives them away to one of you lucky people out there. So I would show on camera, but my Sony a6000 just took a crap on me tonight. It won't turn on. So I am like Panda in that regard, where I do need to go find a new camera. I'm probably just going to get another Sony a6000 or something cheap, because that camera there I just use for streaming live and I don't need 4K. So we're going to get these all on here. Mining King, listen, I can't control the horseflies in North Carolina. No, but you can tell him to blow out your machine every once in a while, okay? You can't do that, okay? You can tell him, hey, I need my machine cleaned out, okay? You need to get all that horse shit out of my rigs. Yes, Panda, I've seen them. You gave me an S19 and I bought the S19 from you, and you gave me the Z15. So yes, I know exactly what horseflies look, because there was a lot of them in there. So it's literally like it was never cleaned ever is what happened. Yeah. Get this heatsink off real quick. All right. But I think I'm going to run into the same heat problems as before, which thermal pads is another suggestion. I was thinking of 3D printing some spacers to control, to keep it more raised up is another solution I was thinking about doing, like putting some spacers. But then you're going to have to sit there and 3D print them and, find, the thickness that you need to use to get that perfect mount. And yeah, it's going to be not very fun to do. Now, so you can see, I'm not even holding the handle. I'm just doing this until it stops. No pressure, none. Okay. We got the board in. Let's go ahead. Let's plug it back in. Oh. You see what Panda starts though? It all started with one little Z15. Now I have 650 Z15s. Oh man. You see what Panda does to you? You don't want to hang out with him too long. All right. And hey, the best, I don't even care that it's expensive, best screwdriver on the planet. No, Luke, the total pallet count that's coming in now, so I still have a pallet and a half there, and then 8 more pallets are coming. Nope. Get F, Panda. You're not getting it back. Not getting it back. All right, let's go back in our Antminer thing here. Okay, she's booting up. Let's go to our log. It's not booted up all the way yet. So you can see that there's 3 ASICs chips on each board on J0 and J2, 3 and 3. You could tell that this is the one I repasted here, because this one was 72, this one was 77, right? So let's see how good it turns out, because what happens is even though it looks like it's fine, like yeah, chip temperature is fine, the PCB thermals are great. They're only 38, no problem. The Z15s do run a little warmer than most, right? It looks like she might be okay, maybe. We're going to see. So this one's 69. The last time these got to 97 and was it like 90 C before I pulled the plug? Okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Nope. Fans are ramping up. Okay, so the other one, chain 1, is still at 95, which is this other one over here. I did the one that was furthest away. I did the one that's furthest away this way, which is the other one, which is the bottom one here. So you can tell here that it's only 73. So it actually came out good. I would run this, right? I would run this ASIC. But I'd run the bottom board, not this top board here. So let's go ahead and let's pull up the top one. Let's see though. But you could see that I was just turning it like this. I was not even holding the handle here with like no pressure, because the boards are starting to get bowed, which is starting to affect how the heat sinks sit down, which is a big issue. I got 3 of them over there that I've repasted them where like I even back it off like a quarter of like a turn. I'll just take this and just back it off a quarter turn, and it still just squishes out all the paste. So let me get this. Let's get this first guy out of here. Let's see if we can't work on him a little bit. Come on. Dude, these things are so dirty, and these connectors are, oh man, so crusty. So crusty. But hey, don't care. We're just gonna mine them till the wheels fall off. All right. If I can get a few hundred of these to run, I'll be real happy. I'll be so happy. all right, Panda. I'll let you come drive my Ferrari. All right? Come on. There we go. All right. All right, we got this one out here. Just taking a visual look, looking at all the capacitors here. She looks a little dirty, like on the front here, because these this side here sits towards the front of the ASIC, so there's a little bit of dirt right here. But other than that, looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and let's get these kind of looked at here, and let me get back to the chat here. So the one thing is that I'm considering, Panda, is on let me get another control board here. Is I want to add, is what I could do to make them run even cooler is, so I have two different styles of boards here, okay? Some of them, they did this as a quick fix, okay? Only they came with these old S9 and Z11 control boards, okay? These only have 2 fan inputs, right? But the original Z15 control boards, they actually have these. Okay, so this is the original. This has 4 fan ports on it. So I could mount 2 more fans to the back, is what I could do. And I may still do that, right? We're getting into the winter now, so I don't think heat will necessarily be a problem, but it's something I'm considering. But that means I'm going to have to take half the fans off half the machines and put them on other machines, which isn't necessarily going to be a problem because more than likely I'm not going to be able to fix everything, right? It's just probably not feasible. But the other boards I have are these S9 and Z11 boards, and you can see here that they only have 2 fan inputs. So I am predominantly trying to just stick with all the good working units. I just want to do this, is I want to stick with the original control board, which this one you can see here is still dirty. I need to clean this one and scrub it up. But I've already put new firmware, and I've already factory flashed it, upgraded it. So all the firmwares and all the control boards, they're all good and they all work. That's a good starting point, is all the control boards work so far. Well, the issue is, Aragon, though, that even after a repaste, though, it's still, I'll get a report. And okay, maybe this could be a thermal reporting issue of whatever chip is on here, maybe is bad. I'm not, like I said, I don't know electronics that well, okay? But it's reporting to me that it's 107C when I repasted one of those things over there. And I did it like 5 times. And I'm talking, I would just do it just till it just stopped. No pressure, no nothing. And you could like pick up the board and see that it's on there, right? So yeah, that's kind of, oh, Panda, if I get 500 working, they're going to be making like $20 a day each at the bull run, all right? It's going to be crazy. I'll be making a few $1,000 a day. It's going to get wild. But I'm also going to be trying to sell all this stuff to Little Timmy too. Little Timmy's, you come see me in the bull run, please. I have deals for you, Timmy. Okay? You come see me. Oh, I did forget that. I could show that to here. Let me show that to everybody real quick, Luke. Luke also made this STL, and I'm going to print it out too so I could test with it, but I thought it was pretty cool. He sent me, this is his first prototype. Let me see if I can't share this on, oh, no, remove that, stop sharing, reshare window. Boom. It's like a single little hashboard file right there, which is kind of cool. I was considering that, Aragon, which was adding like a washer of some sort to, give it more lift. But then someone else recommended, why not, instead of thermal paste, use a thermal pad, maybe like a 1/2 mil. Maybe that might be able to help us out some, maybe. I don't know, maybe like a GP risers pad or something. So that's something else I'm considering, right? Here's the actual 3D printed file that he has here. You can see the hashboard sits in here. Then you just screw in the control board up here at the top, and then it just plugs into here. I thought that was really cool. I thought that was really, really cool. So yeah, just I'll take this thing off really quick here, hopefully. Okay, now this one that's overheating has old paste on it. I'll just show you real quick. You can see here that this one has just old thermal paste on it, right? It's all crusty, and you can pretty much see. You can just, I like it when it's that crusty because you just take your Q-tip and it just flakes right off. It's like literally the easiest thing to clean. I'm going to be mining all. Okay, so I'm probably going to be mining either Zcash or Pirate, and I'm going to be swapping that into Zen. And then you'd be like, Mining King, what are you doing? I thought you wanted Zen. I do want Zen, but right now those other coins are more profitable, and there's only like 2 more months of Zen mining, right? So why not mine what's most profitable and trade what I want into, right? So I'm going to mine that, and you can trade. You can swap with swap-based Zen and Zcash into Zen. So why not, right? If I'm going to get 50, if every machine is going to generate me 50 cents more a day, and I have 30 machines, you know what I mean? I would be foolish to not mine something else that's more profitable and switch over into Zen. You know what I mean? I believe Zen long term, though, in the bull run is going to do better than Pirate and Zcash. But I mean, I think most of the boards are warped, Luke. I think a lot of these are warped. It's just to what extent. Like I said, these things, dude, were mined real hard. Literally to the wheels fell off, and now we're trying to revive them now is what we're doing. That's literally what happened. These things were mined with the wheels falling off, and we're trying to glue the wheels back on. That's literally what's going on here, right? So I did mail out some boards out to Crypto 440 as well. So I'm interested to see if he can make repairs as well. And then, I could have 2 guys repairing boards for me. So I think that's going to get really interesting. And then I have another possible solution, maybe in the future, maybe. So yeah, it's crazy, right? All these ASIC boards and everything I'm getting. So, but yeah, I don't really do anything for Halloween. I never go to parties or anything like that. So, sounds like my kids are back, which means that they probably didn't do very well this year, which is what I suspected. I suspected that they walked out and there wasn't that many people handing out candy. You see how quick that was? Just one Q-tip, and they all just instantly get clean. So easy to clean. I like it when it's crusty like that. Makes life so much easier. So, but yeah, interested to see what he can do. And Luke's been working on him. He's been doing a lot of work. I think he got one working over last night after he ended his stream. So I thought that was cool. I'm interested to see how many out of these 650 Z15s I got coming so far, out of how many of those can I get running, right? I'm just curious. If I do get a lot running, I do have a place where I can host quite a lot of them. Two places actually. I don't know about all of them, so it is possible that I may need to maybe sell some of them. Don't know yet. We're just going to see how many we can actually get working and operational first, because that's kind of my first thing is I kind of just want to get these things just mining again, right? So it's crazy though that somebody out there had this many Z15s and they had them for this long. It's just crazy. It's just wild. And if you've never done repasting before, always make sure to like just go crisscross to create even tension, and not to just turn it all at once. Do like, a couple half turns or one full turn. You always want to create even tension across your heatsink, especially in something like this that you're going to have problems with. Was a crisscross paste sauce. And look, I'm not even putting pressure on the handle. I just went like this until it stopped, right? Because I know that there's pressure problems, right? So that's what's been working for me. So I'm just going to keep going with it. The 3 I have problems with, I'm going to try thermal pads first. And then if the thermal pads won't work, then I'm going to have to go find some spacers that I could get to work, right? Which is going to be a tedious process to figure out the perfect amount of spacing, right? And get the right spacers. So that's going to be a little challenging. So I might set those boards off to the side and just work on other boards, and and save that for like a rainy day kind of a thing, because that's going to be a lot of work trying to figure out the perfect size. Is anybody else doing any big moves like this? Has anyone else found like a little treasure right here, as I call it? Like, I find this is like a really cool treasure here. This is a really cool treasure. Yep, you definitely have to be careful with your mounting pressure. That is 100% true. And I found that some of these were, it feels like we're used with like a cordless impact or something like that, which is not good. You're not supposed to use that kind of stuff on here. But obviously, somebody who's doing a lot of them, who's in a hurry, could use a cordless tool, and then that's when you can create, more problems than the ones that you're trying to originally fix, right? All right. Looks like she's all done there. Okay. She's all good to go. Go ahead and shove her back in there. And let's see if the temperature stay down. Usually within the first couple minutes, it'll show me, what's going on with this thing, right? It'll be like, yeah, you're you're effed. You know what I mean? Like, it definitely lets you know what's going on. So yeah, we'll know. We will know. There's this. Then we got that one, and there we go. Okie dokie. Power cord up. All right. Oh, duh. I gotta plug in the fucking control board. Nerd. There we go. Wireless control board. That's right. Wireless control boards. That's right. So yeah, sorry, I'm on my MacBook, so the camera's I don't know. It looks to be okay to me. A6000 died. So all right, let's go over here to let me see if it came up yet here. Okay, let me share my screen again. He's back up. Well, she's booting up here. Wait a minute. Okay, I mean, temperatures are looking good now. They're kind of right there, even with each other. This is the board we just did. We did board one just now. We did this one earlier, right? We did this one first. We just did this board. So let's see here. Okay, I mean, all right. Yeah, the other board's not doing so hot. It's getting a little warmer. This one's still doing okay. Still not bad though. This is a little warm because it's not that hot in my house. Like, I don't know, it's probably like 74 or something, 72, I don't remember. So it's a little warmer than it should be. But the Z15s do typically run warmer than most ASICs, right? Now, what I could do is, because like I was saying earlier with these control boards, is there's actually 4 hookups here. So we could just plug 2 in the back. Because right now the machine's only running on 2 fans. Only the front 2 fans are running right now. So we could put 2 more fans on to help remove that heat even more. You know what I mean? So that could be something that we need to do. It's looking like I got these 2 working good though. Sick. Hells yeah. All right. Hell yeah. All right. Well, I don't want to pop a breaker because I don't know how much I have running on the circuit, so we're just gonna unplug it. So So it looks like those two are pretty good. I'm pretty happy with those. So let me show you the back plate for these. The weird thing is though, is this back plate though isn't meant to mount. See, this doesn't have the traditional back mount. This isn't the traditional piece, right? So this is the C15 back plate here. And then these holes line up with the ASIC boards. They have like little hooks on them and they screw into these screws here. So I might have to get creative and maybe have like, I don't know, like maybe like another plate 3D printed on here. And then I could screw the screws into that and then have those in there, right? Something like that, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to talk to Luke about that. Like having a plate over this and then having the screws go into that plate. And then they could hold those other two fans, right? Because there's not enough. There's 3 screws here and then three openings down here. So there's like nothing in here in the middle. So there's nothing to connect the fans to. So yeah, that's going to be my next challenge. Duct tape. You know, duct tape the fans on there. I mean, you could, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't want to be behind it. So if you guys got a few more questions, it's looking like Hawk's going to start going live here. And then I'm going to do let's see if I can't do this here. I'm going to try to raid Hawk Crypto Mining here. Let's see how I do this thing here. I don't do this. I don't do the raiding very often. Nope, not there. Edit. Nope. Customization. Oh, there we go. Add a redirect. There we go. Here's Hawk. There we go. There we go. Zip ties. Well, I mean, you could do zip ties, but I mean, I don't know. It's kind of ghetto. Kind of ghetto. So, yeah, I'll have to figure out something. Well, I appreciate everybody hanging out. I'm going to end my stream, which should automatically redirect you to Mr. Hawk. So hopefully you guys have a good Halloween, and I will catch you guys later.